know me from high school, and I was the homecoming queen. Now, I was not elected by the high school because when I was picked as the homecoming queen, we had a bunch of old ladies who decided who the homecoming queen was going to be. And there were only 2 requirements to be homecoming queen. You had to be making A's in high school, and you had to be able to stay on course. Well, I came off of a ranch, and out of all the girls that they considered, I was the only one who wasn't going to fall off and embarrass them in the rodeo ring. My name is Pati Jacobs, and I'm running for House District 17. House District 17 is Bastrop, Fayette, Lee, Burleson, Colorado, and a small part of Brazos. I'm running because I grew up here in Bastrop. I love this community. I got it out of my system out of high school, couldn't get out of here fast enough, came back. My brother and I own a ranch out on 304. We raise grass-fed beef. We're Bastrop Cattle Company. And we work with 4 other family ranchers in 3 of the 5 counties to sell grass-fed beef. I ran for judge a couple of years ago and lost in the primary. But it taught me something. If you really care about issues, and you get out there and you talk to people sensibly, you can make a difference. I didn't get to be judge, but what we did end up doing was talking about what people cared about in this county, and the end result was Opportunity Bastrop County, which was a vision of what brought people to Bastrop County, why they lived here, what they wanted to preserve, and a lot of that had to do with growth. We did not want to tell people what to do with their property, but what we wanted to get people to do was think about how we wanted to be Bastrop. Bastrop County, Bastrop City, Eldon, Smithville. And what we valued in our communities to hold on to. How we did not want to look like Hutto or Round Rock or Georgetown. We didn't want to look like Austin. And we got a lot done. A lot of you out there worked with us on that, and it is still ongoing. The County Commissioners Court adopted it. We are into our 3rd phase of it. That drove me to look at the district. Now, I think there are 4 issues in this district that are extremely important. Water, water and economic development and job development, water and education, and water and agriculture. Part of what y'all were talking about with this growth is also driven by water. Now, the reason I'm so concerned about water is this district is sitting on one of the last big reserves of water. And we're sitting, unfortunately, right next to I-35 and growth corridor that includes all the way from Dallas down to San Antonio and the border. And they've used up their water. They've done some foolish things. As an example, the Guadalupe River Authority has committed 74,000 acre-feet for a nuclear power plant. And as soon as they did that, even though that power plant may not be built in 20 years, it may never be built, they had to take that water off the table. So they're hoarding 74,000 acre-feet of water. And they got to make it up somewhere. They're coming up here. Now, we have a groundwater district, and we belong to Region L. We also, part of us belongs to Region G, and then they are Region K. Did I get that right? Okay. Down in the Guadalupe area, which is San Marcos, San Antonio, that whole area. They know they need water. They have just released their plans to the Texas Water District. And that plan says that they need our water. And say Texas says, okay, well, the recommended project for taking care of this is a 52-mile, 5-foot diameter pipe. Think of it as a big straw. And it's going to start in Lee County, and it's going to end up in Berkeley. I'm not making this up. It's in the plan. Now, on top of that, they're also planning to put a whole bunch of money, and you know what's coming next, studies, to pay contractors, to rationalize and justify a plan we don't need. Because nobody was up here asking us if we wanted to share our water. They're going to take it. And that's what scares me. Because if we don't have water, we don't have jobs, we don't have economic development, we don't have education, we don't have agriculture. You want to talk about California? Los Angeles put a big straw up to the counties north of the city, and they started sucking. And they emptied those counties out. Los Angeles is still growing. They still need water. Now they're talking about doing reverse osmosis with the ocean. Okay? Now, I don't want to throw stones, but my opponent has already decided that this is a fight we can't win. He was asked, well, can we win this fight? Can we stop this pipeline? Can we stop them taking our water? He said, well, we can fight the good fight, but in the end, the cities are going to win. Now, you know what? Travis stood in the Alamo. And if he had looked at all those men and he said, well, we can fight the good fight, but, you know, we're going to lose, everybody would have stepped over the line. We're Texans. And I think we can win this fight. And what I'm running on is to stop the pipeline. To stop the Trans-Texas corridor. If you like that one, you're going to love this one. Because the companies that are coming up here, and we've got 2% of the population that's leasing water, and they think they're going to make some money. They're going to get 25 cents per 1,000 gallons. It's going to take them $3 per 1,000 gallons to get that water back. So nobody's really making money except the people buying the water and moving the water. And they're all under the auspices of nonprofits. Okay? So they have the ability to use eminent domain. Now they cannot come in and take your water, but what they can do is they can run that 5-foot pipe across your land, and you can't do anything about it. And when this isn't going to be the first time, so let me tell you how much they want to take. They want to take 6.5 billion gallons a year from Lee County, and they want to take 9.7 billion gallons a year from Bastrop. And the drawdown is going to be so severe that if you're a rancher, like I am, you made it through this last year's drought, you're not going to do it again, because you're not going to have water. So, we're Texans, and we need to fight this. This is bigger than my candidacy. My opponent is not going to fight this. He's already released his water rights. I have not, because I intend to live here for the rest of my life, and I need water for my cat. And I want my community to survive. I love Bastrop, and I love all the other little counties and all the other little towns. I mean, you know, go through LaGrange and see how they've renovated their courthouses here. Same thing with theirs. And these are the people who are the backbone of Texas. John Wayne did not fight for this state. It was the settlers who came in and Steve Nichols. And they created communities and they backed each other up. And that's how we win. We back each other up. And we fight. So I hope you will back me up and you will support me because I will fight for you. We have got to put a moratorium on moving water between basins, and we have got to stop